And welcome back to Subculture After Dark. Well, there is a massive tour coming to Australia in September. Napalm Death are touring with Wormrot, and we thought, you know what, today actually let's get one of the members of Wormrot on the phone to chat about this amazing tour because we know you're so excited about it. So welcome to the program, Razyid.
Hi, nice to be here.
No
Looking forward to this tour.
No problem. Now, mate, we are so excited about this tour. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling about being able to head back to Australia.
Oh man, we are really excited. Even though we have not practiced, we will only practice like 3 days before. So if any fuck ups, we're sorry.
Is that something that you've always done? Like, do you just like to practice a few days before a tour?
No, actually, it's because we do not have a vocalist right now, and we are doing this tour with touring vocalist. So we only get him in Singapore like 3 days prior to the start of the tour. So yeah, that's the only gap we have. That's the only time we have to practice.
So, mate, tell us a little bit about what you've got planned for us for this tour. Of course, you're off the back of an absolutely amazing album, but what will your set list look like for this tour?
So we have not practiced, so there's nothing planned yet. But we try to make our set list as dynamic as possible. We've tried a new set list for the past Europe tour, and it worked really well. So we're gonna use that and tweak here and there a little bit and see how it works with you guys.
Definitely. With so many great tracks that you guys now have in your back catalogue, is it getting harder to put together a set list for each tour?
Definitely. But I'm always struggling with like 60 songs, and you have to choose like 30 for one set list. So, but it's kind of fun because there is a lot to mix and match with. So it's really modular. We treat 5 songs as one block. So it's like that's our one song.
Yep.
So it's really like a new way of songwriting, I guess, for us.
Now, your last album, Hiss, has been described as one of the best modern-day grind albums of all time. How does that make you feel, hearing people describe that album that way?
It's actually surreal. Like, we did not expect this kind of reception and reaction to it. Like, we just do our thing, and we didn't realize that everyone is really I don't know, man. It's just weird,
yeah.
But yeah, of course we're grateful for that. It's a good problem, I guess.
Do you feel like it puts more pressure on you with the next album now?
Kind of, but not really. Because we try to write every album as not as different as each other, but it's just different flavors of grindcore for every album.
Yeah.
So I'm sure some people would resonate one album to another. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, bringing it back to the tour, how do you feel about sharing the stage with Napalm Death? They're one of the biggest bands in the world. How does that feel for you, sharing the stage with them?
That is, I mean, it's not just the stage, but the whole fucking tour.
Yeah.
So it's like a little crazy. like I grew up with this band, and now we are doing with them. So it's and then we are also playing with Extortion.
Yep.
In Melbourne. That is extra crazy. Like 2 bands that I grew up with, and then like we're playing with them. Yeah, mind blowing.
That's probably happened to you a few times now, where you've ended up playing with bands that you grew up listening to. What do you go like during that time? Do you find yourself nervous when you're around them, or do you kind of get excited to go up and talk to the band members?
Yeah. It's like, do I want to act like a fan, or do I want to be a friend? That kind of thing. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I blubber my words, I guess, sometimes.
Now, tell us a little bit about coming to Australia. Of course, you've got a few days off while you're here. What are you hoping to do on those days off? Is there things that you like to do, like getting out and looking at nature or exploring cities? What's your plans for those days off in Australia?
No plans yet, but I'm hoping that we get to walk around and see the city and stuff like that. Yeah, and I obviously love the nature as well. So we'll see. I don't know whether we'll be hanging out with Napalm Death or not, but yeah, that'd be cool also.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have fond memories of Australia?
Yeah, I had. I guess the last time I was there was I did my tattoos there. So yeah, it was a great experience actually.
Okay, now you got to tell us about that, because I know that there's a lot of people listening to the show that love tattoos. Tell us a little bit about.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about where you went to get your tattoos done in Australia, and what tattoos did you get done while you're here?
I went to Melbourne for holidays, and then that was right after my Europe tour, and it was a 2-month Europe tour, and I needed a break badly. So I went to Melbourne to get tattoos done at Heretic Tattoo, and it's done by a girl. Her IG name is Iki Ings. So and I did like medieval warrior lady kind of tattoos. Yeah.
Awesome. So is there any chance that you might get some more tattoos while you're in Australia this time?
I don't know. Maybe during the off days then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
But mate, I also have to ask too, where are you at with your new music? Have you already started working on the next album, or are you kind of putting all that on hold at the moment while you're doing these tours?
Yeah, it's definitely on hold because we do not have a permanent vocalist yet. So that will take us some time. And I feel like his is only like 1 year old. So we should be touring for it still.
Yeah.
Or maybe like, I don't know, a couple of years. We'll see.
Yeah.
I know. Right now, we are taking this opportunity to work with collab with other artists, and do a live show or something,
Yeah, definitely. Tell us a little bit about those collaborations. Who else have you been working with?
I cannot tell you. Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So a lot of your fans are so excited about this tour because of course, here in Australia, we were badly locked down during the pandemic, so we didn't have any shows for almost 3 years. How has that felt for you getting back out there and doing shows after the pandemic? Because I'm guessing that you would have been locked down for a while there as well in Singapore.
Yeah, we were right at the edge of the lockdown when the first day of lockdown happened in Singapore. We were actually in the airport, ready to go to Switzerland for a show, and then the lockdown happened, and we were not allowed to go out of the country. So after that, it's like years of doing nothing. Like we try to even though that we are not supposed to go out, we try to steal and steal some time and hide.
Yep.
And do some secret shows. Not shows. I mean, like secret sessions.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really trying. But when it starts again, man, everyone just flock to the shows, like big faces that you've not seen for like ages. Like 10 years ago, like you see people like old friends and stuff like that. So it's really nice. Like everyone's like, it's cathartic, I guess.
Definitely. Now, like I said, we are so glad that you are coming to Australia. I know a lot of our listeners out there have already gone out and grabbed tickets to shows, but I was wondering if to finish off.
The connection just broke, so
Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Yeah, so I know a lot of our listeners are very, very excited about this tour coming up, so I was wondering if to finish off the interview, do you have a message that you'd like to say to the fans out there who have already bought tickets, or to people out there who are about to buy tickets?
Oh man, we really appreciate you guys, coming to the show, I guess. And yeah, we are really excited for it. We are really excited for this tour. It'll be a 1 month tour across Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. And yeah, Australia will be a big highlight for this tour. And yeah, expect crazy stuff during the show. Yeah.